Alright guys, December 1st, 2016. Tonight I have 4005 Update 7 for you guys. First of all, I apologize for the quality of the video. I am recording this on our iPad 2. I would record this on my Samsung Galaxy S6, but I killed the battery on that pretty much for today, so that needs to go on the charger. The quality is going to be not very good, probably 720 at the best. But most of this video is going to be talking, so it should get the point across pretty well, even with the bad quality. So, but 4005 Update 7, I have a couple little updates to share with you guys tonight, but nothing too major. So, I mainly have one piece of good news and one piece of bad news to share with you. So, the bad news actually isn't even that bad. So, let's go ahead and delve right into it here, open up the panel. The good news, I'll start with that first. You guys can see that the fire alarm condition on this thing has been cleared. 2 days ago when I got this CPU in the mail and got it installed on this panel, as soon as I powered it up, it was going into fire alarm for some reason. I still don't know why it was doing that. It's very odd behavior. But I got on the forums and I posted a topic, and one of the moderators responded to me. And he informed me that it is possible to log in and disable points while the system is in a fire alarm. I did not know that was possible. So that's what I did. I followed his instructions. I signed into level 3 programming and disabled the fire alarm points, disabled the points that were in fire alarm, and reset the system. And the system reset, and now there is no fire alarm condition. So I do have 10 troubles, though. I did have 8, but those 2 extra troubles are coming from the disabled points. So, because I disabled those 2 points, I have 2 extra troubles now, but it's better than having that fire alarm there. That's one of the main things I was trying to get taken care of. So, no more fire alarm conditions, so that's good. The bad news I have for you guys is that I found out I do not have the level 4 programming code for this CPU. And basically, with this panel, for those of you who don't know how this panel works, there's to make any changes to the panel in the programming to change the configuration, the setup, you have to sign into the programming. There's passwords that you have to put in to sign into levels 2, 3, and 4 programming. 4 is the highest level of programming. It's the Simplex service mode, and I do not have the code to get into that. And the problem with that, the level 4 is, like I said, is the highest. You have to have that code to make any major changes to the system. So in my case, I've got to have that code to remove all these cards from the system and all these devices that were in the old building that this panel was in, and they don't need to be on there anymore. Without that code, I cannot make any changes to this panel. I cannot plug in any cards. I cannot take out any cards. I'm kind of stuck without the code. The levels 2 and 3 codes on this thing were the default codes, but the level 4 was customized. So you can have custom, or you can just keep the passwords default, or you can keep them custom, or you can make them custom. And when you make them custom, that prevents unauthorized programming to the panel. And when this CPU was installed, whenever it was installed, wherever it was installed, the technician programmed a custom password to get into level 4 programming. And that's a problem for me, because for now I can't, that means I can't make any changes to it that I need to make. However, it's not the end of the world. This isn't too bad of news, because there actually is a way to crack this code. It's kind of tedious, but I'll get into that in a few minutes. If you guys remember, there's a YouTuber named thesdx, and he does fire alarm videos. He doesn't do them as much as he used to, but back in 2010, 2011, 2012, he did quite a lot of them. And for a short time, he had a Simplex 4005. He bought it off of eBay used from a seller, and he got it delivered to his house, and he plugged it in, and he had the exact same problem I do. He did not have the level 4 access code to program anything, so he was basically powerless. He could not do anything. He contacted the seller, and he called Simplex too. He even went as far as to call Simplex headquarters, and they were not able to supply him with the level 4 access code for his panel. So he ended up having to send the panel back to the guy, and you know, he did end up getting a Simplex 4010, which is a lot better than a 4005, but still, he gave up basically and just sent the panel back. That's not what I'm going to be doing here. I talked to the seller. He obviously did not have the level 4 code to sign into this thing, but I'm not going to send this back because there is a way to crack the code. As I said, it's a little bit tedious. It takes a lot of time, and some of you are going to call me crazy for doing this. But what I'm basically going to do, because these passwords are only 4 digits. They're 4 digits at the most, and those can be anywhere from 0000 to 9999. And somewhere in that huge range from 0 to 9999 is that code. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to guess all 9999 codes. Like I said, some people may call me crazy for doing that, but if I split it up into days, if I do, if I guess a certain number of codes per day, I can actually make this go pretty fast. If I do, like, if I was to guess like 1,000 or 2,000 codes per day, then I could eventually figure it out, because as I said, the password is in there somewhere. I just have to enter in that right combination. So I've actually already tried 200 codes for this thing, none of which were the correct codes. I tried 0000 to 0200, which is 200 codes, as I was saying, and none of those were the correct ones. So I'm just going to keep going from there, and if I get all of them, if I guess all of them like fast enough, I can probably have this done in a week or so. And I'm probably not going to need to guess all the way up to 9999 because excuse me, the password probably isn't that high. It's probably somewhere in the 4,000s or the 5,000s or something like that. It does take a lot of time. As I said, it's super tedious. You have to go into the menu, and you have to scroll up and down and side to side with the numbers. There's no keypad, so it basically takes forever, but it is possible. So I'm not gonna like give up and send this thing back to the seller. I'm gonna crack this code. So, but for now, I can't do anything with the panel. Like I can't put any new cards on or anything like that. But hopefully that should happen in about a week here. I expect to be done with this code cracking in about a week or so. So, there you guys go, 4005 Update 7. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll keep you guys updated, and that'll be it.